I've had this thing for 9 years. Today, I finally use it. If you're on LinkedIn like me, pretty much every day, you're seeing a trend. And that trend is that there's so many recruiters that are out there looking for job opportunities. But you're probably also aware that there are not as many recruiting opportunities for them. The thing that I keep thinking is that while you're looking for a new job opportunity as a recruiter, that there are so many ways that you could use your skill set to make money, whether it's developing a fast revenue stream with your skills or whether it's developing a one person business for yourself. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take all these ideas that have been in my head, do a little research on them, and roll them up into a small video here. So here we go. I'm going to give you 5 of my best ideas that recruiters can turn into a one person business for themselves. Okay, so business idea number 1 for recruiters is start an AI recruiting services company. You can do this as a one person business with pretty much with great ease. Think about your skill set if you are in executive recruiting or some sort of technology. Those are kind of the most transferable over into this. And AI is one of the hottest things going right now. It's continued to have almost like this hockey stick growth in terms of search traffic. Take a look at this for an example. AI in recruiting and related key terms. They get over 1,000 search results on some of the major search engines, including Google. I use a tool called Ahrefs, and if I dig in a little deeper, you can see the long tail of information here. The research is showing you that there are so many people out there searching for AI in recruiting or AI tools or anything related to AI plus tools plus recruiting plus talent. A lot of evidence that really shows that. So my thoughts here are start an AI focused only just that particular vertical, that particular segment, and just stay right in there, AI focused. And I know what some are probably thinking, that the drawback here is, hey, there's so many recruiting services companies out there right now that are gearing and going in that direction. But my answer to that is, so what? My thinking here is that if you have come from really good technical companies or you've had that really good experience under your belt, that is what you want to showcase. That is what you want to put into an easy landing page, or you want to put into your LinkedIn bio, or what you want to lead with as you go out there and you start to talk to companies about it. The nice part about it is it could become your career path from here, or it could become an extremely nice revenue stream that you could pair up with something else down the line. My other thought is AI is not going anywhere. So, great place to plant the flag down and get started. My second business idea is start something in recruiting operations. So, if a part of your role or all of your role in your last position with the company had to deal with the recruiting operations, so you're the guy or the girl who's handling all the vendor relations, you're handling all of the technology, you were involved in an upgrade on an ATS or implementing a new system for video interviewing, or wow, if you touched on AI somewhere in there, that is something that you can build off of. Look at this company here called Turing. Turing is a company that is based around AI implementations and AI software. This company is doing very well right now in terms of traffic. And I can do the research and see behind the curtain. I use a tool called SimilarWeb. I can see for monthly visits, they get 1.5 million monthly visits. So there's a lot of people out there right now that are searching for AI tools, AI implementations, and how to do this. Turing seems to be one of the most popular that keeps coming up. If you're out on some of the other sites like X or Twitter, whatever you call it, and there's been an awful lot of chatter around that company and doing a lot in the AI space. So if you have, again, operations as a big piece of your background, or if that's a passion of yours, if you're looking for operational roles in HR tech, recruiting, and talent sourcing, this would be the natural way for you to go. So if you're not really in the people end of the recruiting part, you're more behind the scenes in the tech, this is a fantastic thing to do, is to start a one person operations company, market yourself that way. Okay, so business idea number 3, start a premium newsletter. I know that there's an awful lot of recruiting and talent sourcing and HR related blogs or news sites, have like SourceCon and ERE, and you just have a whole bunch. And those are great, don't get me wrong, but there's always room for more. I think starting a premium one really has a lot of legs because you could really have your own angle on it. You could have a premium newsletter, of course, just around AI, for instance, talking about just all the HR tech or all the AI hiring trends, and then put out a newsletter like that. You could make it free, or you could even make it a freemium model where you have free and then you have upcharges into paid products as well. The added bonus here is that you'll certainly be seen as a thought leader in the space if done right, if done well. And you'll have that for moving forward as maybe a secondary income to ride alongside of hopefully getting into a new recruiting opportunity that you'd be looking at. But I really like sites like The Hustle. They, really gear it towards business and tech news. But I really feel like, if done right, I really feel like there's a space for this out there. You can use sites like Beehive. This is not that expensive. It's a platform that really kind of does it for you end to end. And this is one that I would recommend to you as well. Okay, idea number 4. What about start a job board? I know on the surface it may sound a little tricky, may sound complex. Hear me out. You can use a site called Notion, and you can do almost 90% of what you need here. And again, setting it up kind of bare bones, but you can get something rolling fast and potentially make some revenue off of this for yourself. So with Notion, if you're familiar, it's a product for all sorts of different things here. A lot of people think of it as like a task-based system or using it as a product to do a lot of different things with. But you can publish a website here. And check this out here. One of their examples that they actually show is around a job board, oddly enough. So I got running with this idea a while ago thinking, well, yeah, you can do this actually fairly fast. You can pick a topic that you like or a specific segment like AI. And AI would be a great place to start, or maybe even going and niching down even further in there around some of the specific technologies and some of the pieces around it, because AI and this whole area around that is not going anywhere. This is going to be here. So you can do it in Notion. You can have a job board set up in there. And then on the back end, you can use a tool like Gumroad. If you're familiar with Gumroad, this is a super quick and easy site to set yourself up, and you can do anything out here that you really want to do. You can sell digital products. I mean, literally anything that you can think of. But Gumroad will help you set that up. I highly recommend looking into that. So a job board with the kind of the 1-2 punch combination of Notion and Gumroad, you can literally set yourself up. And my 5th and final idea is a recruiter list. Now, I literally had a business like this years ago. I started it, gave it up. What I mean by it is literally a list of recruiters that you can buy or that you get on a subscription-based service. So think it out on a real super bare bones type of a setup. You have a spreadsheet that you're going to give out, or some sort of a doc, or some sort of a wiki online, or just a place online where it's all stored. It's the names of the recruiters, their titles, the company they work for, and then the long tail of contact points about how to get them. Their work email, their work number, things like that. But at a minimum, who they are, where they work, and then there's some of their contact details. And that's really all that you need. This is really important because there's so many people out there that are looking for job opportunities, not just in recruiting, but in engineering, development, sales, marketing, you name it right now. There's so many people out there. You give them a list or the opportunity to subscribe to a list, or where I think the real money is doing custom lists for people. You could literally set up a 1-page site right now today saying, I'm here to take custom orders of contacts that you need. Then you use sites like LinkedIn to start as a starting point. And then you go and use sites like Clay to get the information that you need around the contact points, or you do the research with tools like Hunter and a few others. There's a long tail here of different sites and tools that you can use to get that information. But wow, you could do it as a standalone list, a subscription service, or you could do custom-based work here. So love the idea of a recruiter list for job seekers. If I can help you in any way with any of these ideas or another great idea that you may have outside of this, message me privately. Happy to talk it through with you. For more on AI and AI first businesses, follow me.